This paper is concerned with reviewing important trends affecting the demographic structure of the population in Trinidad and Tobago. It focuses on factors such as age, sex, race, and ethnicity, mortality, family formation, fertility, and migration that are known to impact changes in the population. Trinidad and Tobago is an Anglophone country situated in the Eastern Caribbean. It comprises two main islands, Trinidad and Tobago, and several other islets. Moreover, Trinidad and Tobago together makes up the two southernmost links in the Caribbean chain. Trinidad and Tobago is in close proximity to the South American continent and lies northeast of Venezuela and northwest of Guyana and has a population of 1.3 million. Historically, the island of Trinidad and Tobago was populated by native Amerindian people prior to being colonized by the Spanish Empire upon the arrival of Christopher Columbus in 1498. In 1797, the Spanish governor Don Jose Maria Chachon surrendered the island to the British. During that time, the twin island Tobago changed colonies more times than any other Caribbean country. Trinidad and Tobago comprises a unique mix of races and cultures. Part of Trinidad and Tobago's diverse ethnic composition and culture came from the enslavement of Africans between 1662 to 1807 and the migration of East Indians from 1845 to 1917. Currently, Africans and Indians make up the majority of the Trinidadian population. Smaller percentages of ethnic groups migrated from Europe, China, and the Middle East. Moreover, religion is an important aspect of Trinidad and Tobago's diverse culture. Thus, the island comprises of many religions such as Christianity, Hinduism, Islam, Anglican, Presbyterians, and Methodists, to name a few. To date, the population of the country has evolved in size, distribution, and composition owing to the ever-changing dynamics.
Thank you, Tia, for introducing our presentation and sharing that comprehensive part of our report. Yours truly, Joe Millington, will now speak to the age and sex composition of the country before Anya comes in to share further insights into the population's dynamics. Dear viewers, the pyramids you are viewing was extracted from the Central Statistical Office of Trinidad and Tobago Population and Housing Census Report of 2011. The chart shows, and I quote, a comparison of the age-sex pyramids of 2000 and 2011, which reflects the changing age structures of the national population. The structure of the 2011 population has been superimposed on the structure of the 2000 population. In the youngest age group, 0 to 4 years, there was growth in the percentage distribution of both the male and female populations. The widening of the top of the pyramid in 2011 is consistent with the aging of the population of Trinidad and Tobago. Table 1.4 shows that increases in population size were also observed in each of the 5-year groups between 20 and 34 years, as well as all groups over 45 years. Irrespective of sex, there were declines in the size of populations in each of the 5-year age groups between 5 years and 19 years and between 35 years and 44 years. The declines in the age groups 10 to 14 years and 15 to 19 years were quite noteworthy. A further examination of the age composition showed that the population in age groups classified as a dependent group, that is all persons aged 0 to 14 years and 65 plus years, decreased from 32.4% of the population in 2000 to 29.6% in 2011. The working age population, classified as persons 15 to 64 years, increased from 67.6% in 2000 to 70.4% in 2011. End quote. Take it away, Anya.
Fertility. As of recent, Trinidad and Tobago has been experiencing a demographic shift in the decrease in the fertility rate. The government of Trinidad and Tobago has been working extremely hard to put in place measures in order to help with the population growth from the years 1980 to 2000. 1,168,000 and 1,483,000 respectively. The main aim was to initially decrease the fertility level and create a diverse economy, which to some extent was successful. This resulted from the National Population Council, which was established in 1967 to advise and educate the public on the impact of overpopulation as well as family planning. Mortality and morbidity. As of 2019, Trinidad and Tobago witnessed an 8.5 per thousand people in their mortality rate. From 1970 to 2019, there has been a 0.27 average annual increase. The mortality rate in Trinidad and Tobago results from many factors. The 5 leading health conditions causing morbidity, which often requires medical attention, are in order of prevalence as follows: disease of the heart 2264, diabetes 1377, cancer 1317, car accidents 896, and cerebrovascular disease 552 as of 2016. The leading cause of morbidity for individuals 18 to 40 resulted in road accidents, whilst persons 41 to 60 experienced heart diseases as the leading cause of morbidity. The elderly in Trinidad, 60 and over, who accounted for 12% of the population. The leading cause of morbidity were from chronic and non-communicable diseases, whilst there were also other diseases such as eye problems, arthritis, hypertension, heart diseases, and diabetes, which also impacted morbidity. COVID-19 and its impact on the population in Trinidad and Tobago. In 2020, COVID-19 was officially designated a pandemic by the World Health Organization, which has since gone global with cases in more than 150 countries. This novel virus changed the way of living for Trinidadians by constraining persons to their homes, reorienting relationships with the government, and also everyday life and interactions with each other. From March 12, 2020 to October 3, 2020, there has been a total of 5,101 cases throughout Trinidad and Tobago, with a 3,258 recovery total and 90 deaths within the population's total. As the spread of this deadly virus increased, causing much damage to the social, economic, and personal lives, majority of citizens and the economy were impacted. Mike 2020, in a response to COVID in Trinidad and Tobago, stated that even before the pandemic occurred, the country were experiencing economic difficulties from the external collapse of commodity prices of the main revenue sources, natural gas and oil, coupled with the restriction of flights to and from the economy, high unemployment rates, closure of many businesses, and low productivity in other big companies. This has stifled the economy even further. With the immediate closure of all borders in Trinidad and Tobago and the island-wide shutdown, the country experienced and is currently still experiencing an overwhelming economic crisis which has affected the population at all ages. Many jobs were within the tourism sector, as all flights has been cancelled globally. Therefore, no tourists were able to visit the country, disabling its inflow of foreign currency. This outbreak continues to affect the population, particularly those living in poverty, senior citizens, those living with disabilities, as well as the youths who are both unemployed and from poor families. Evidence has proven that the health and economic impact of the virus has spread disproportionately among poor people. For example, homeless persons, because they are unable to seek shelter, they are more prone to the disease compared to persons who are able to seek shelter and maintain social distance protocols. The outbreak has brought about even worse discrimination and inequalities in Trinidad and Tobago as social classes continue to keep away from each other in fear of being infected with the virus.